Hey, I'm Michael Janda. Thanks for joining me in this video about how to fire a client. Now, you're going to come across clients sometimes that are abusive, challenging, unethical, miserable to work with, and you're going to want to fire them. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do that in your creative business. So the first thing that we want to look at is the importance of having a balanced payment structure. A balanced payment structure is when the billings and invoicing schedule is in harmony with the work completed. And let me show you a couple examples of this. In the first thing in the left column, you'll see the work completed is this much, and in the right column, the amount of work paid for is this much. This is out of balance. The client has paid a lot more than you've completed. And this causes challenges in the dynamic relationship between you and the client. The client is sitting there thinking, I've paid all this money and I'm not seeing things fast enough. I haven't gotten, the work isn't good enough. I've paid so much and their stress is high and you've not completed very much. So it's out of balance, out of harmony. The same thing happens if you've completed a lot of the work and the client has paid very little. In this situation, you've completed this much, the client's paid this much, and you're sitting there thinking, I've done all this work and the client's barely paid me anything. They better get caught up on payment, and now you're frustrated. So that frustration happens when the billings are out of balance. One's up here, one's here. Out of balance. The goal is to create a balanced payment structure. And that balanced payment structure looks like this. Left column, amount of work completed, and then the right column, the amount of work paid for. You want to keep it in balance. So as you're completing the work, they're paying for the work. You're completing the work, they're paying for the work. Completing the work, they're paying for the work. I do this using phased production methodologies, which I'll share with you and have various pieces of content on, but break your project into phases and invoice based on the phases and try and keep that payment with the work completed in balance, in harmony. This will empower you to be able to part ways with the client at any time in the phases of the project. You can say, well, we've done this, you've paid us this, let's part ways. Okay. So balanced payment structure, number one important thing that's going to empower you to be able to fire clients in the future of your business when you need to. Number two, you need to have this cancellation clause in your contract. Cancellation clause in your contract goes like this. Either party may terminate this assignment by providing not less than 5 days written notice to the other party. In the event of cancellation of this assignment, ownership in all copyrights and the original artwork shall be transferred to client for any work completed up to the date of cancellation. Client shall pay for all work and expenses based on the contract price and expenses already incurred up to the date of cancellation. In summary, you're going to give the client their files, they're going to pay you for the work that's been done, and you're going to part ways, and you give them 5 days written notice that you're going to exercise this clause in your project flow. All right, the final thing that you have to have is a valid reason to fire the client. You have to have a valid reason to fire the client. Some of the reasons to fire clients. I have another video about this that is on my channel, and firing a client, if they're abusive, bullying, those are deal breakers to me. If they want me to engage in unethical behavior, stealing things or sabotaging a competitor of some kind, that's a deal breaker to me. Those kinds of things are deal breakers, and I will not work with people like that, and you shouldn't either. You have to have a valid reason to fire your client. So the valid reason you've decided is this client is just too miserable. They do not want to collaborate with you, and you cannot succeed in this project. So you've decided to exercise your clause to cancel the project. Here's the message that you give to the client. Dear client, we have determined that it is no longer in our best interest to continue working on this project. As per our contract's cancellation clause, we are notifying you that 5 days from now, we will discontinue working on the project. On that date, we will invoice you for the work completed, due upon receipt. Upon receipt of payment, we will deliver all design and production files to you. If it is your preference that we discontinue working immediately, we will accept those terms, and upon receipt of payment, we will deliver all design and production files to you. So that's the message. You tell them 5 days from now, we're not going to work together. You owe us this much money. Once you pay us, then we will give you the files. All right, I hope that helps you get some perspective on how to fire a client. I hope that you never have to do it, but I know that that is impossible. I've been doing this a long time. I've had to fire a number of clients over the years. Now, my parting thought for you is that over all the run of my agency and the handful of clients that I've had to fire, I have never once ever regretted firing a client, but I have regretted keeping some. Bad clients can make your life miserable, and I hope that this video empowers you to be able to control your business, control the people that you work with, and when it comes necessary, fire a client in the right way. Thanks a lot. If you like this video, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. We'll see you again soon.